us. The earthquakes. A big earthquake's coming, too. His name was Vincent. Ooh, it's in Hebrew. And where he 1:44 p.m. He shows me every 1:11 he's been showing me constantly, telling me who I am. Realized later it was the ox. Okay, his name was Vincent. It was Amos 8:9.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at Nico. You get a verse for us, please.
Yeah. You want me to read that verse in this one?
Yes. This is all coming right now.
And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh Elohim, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, I will darken the earth in the clear day.
This is it. This is going to be happening. The days of darkness are coming.
You know, they're doing their ceremony right about noon. That's when they start.
Noon? And what is that time of day? What is that one about? He's going to be basically, it's a ceremony what they're doing. Yeah. And they're going to have everybody's energy there through Beyonce and through all that, bringing it in. And they're going to be literally doing a ceremony on Obama and all of them to rise up their kingdoms. Mm-hmm. And I believe probably the Antichrist will enter Obama. Mm-hmm. If that's the portal that's opening. And so at the same thing, he's giving his true people power as well. Because he's showing us these things. They're doing it from witchcraft, just to gain power. We just follow our king. And he shows us these things. So this moon portal that's opening right now is literally, want to explain it?
It's the portal to the underworld.
It's the portal to the underworld.
It's the heart of the serpent.
Heart of the serpent.
It's the eagle getting cast down.
It's basically Dan being cast out and Levites coming in. Which he had me do in 2016. You know what he said? He said something about, and all these things that you say will come true on the day of judgment. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was like, I've been watching it happening for years, but I think it's about to get a whole lot
it's about to
manifest much faster and quicker coming into this world like that instead of waiting for some time.
That would make sense with the whole Luna Aliyah thing, because it's what the moon is manifestation.
Manifestation.
That the bottom realm's going up. That's when it speeds it up.
There you go. He had me looking at it last night. Every once in a while he tells me go outside and look at it. Or look at the stars. Each one is a portal of information, a download too. So when you see it, you're seeing the whole clock. Something inside of you wakes up and says, I know what this is. I know what time this is. My soul knows this. It's time to serve the King. It's time to come home and enjoy the feast. Because he's prepared the table for us. To eat and feast and dance, and the wedding has begun. That's what this is all about. It's begun. The two olive trees becoming one. That's the two sticks. You know what he's saying with this? When he's putting us together like that? He's saying, well, the two will become one. That's where the fire happens. Mm-hmm. That's when the love comes down. Mm-hmm. It's just with any relationship. It's him in between if you have care or love or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And they're doing it in the underworld, and it's creating something in the spiritual world. Mm-hmm. It's a cry out. It's always a cry out here that does something, and it's a mirror image up here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's a holy family. There's a holy phileo brotherly love. You know what I mean? There's a holy things. And most want to keep it down here in this underworld, but it had to be that way. I'm realizing that everything is created over here is created over here too. Or everything is created here is created here as well. So because we fell into darkness, into the outer space, into nothingness, into where we're separated from something, and we're trying to constantly find that need, that something in our heart that's missing. We're going back to try to find it. And we can't find it anywhere. We're like, oh, I guess we'll just please our needs, what our wants. And maybe that's what it is. But you get all that too, and you realize, well, it's not there either, is it? Materialistic wealth did nothing for me. And then you realize, okay, maybe there's something higher than this. Oh, there's the creator of me. I shall give myself to thee. That's when the sparks happen. That's what's coming now. Those who are willing to lay their lives down, even just to whatever they do to you, to stand up and be a light. Stand up and be a light and fight for what's in your heart. The injustice that you see. Not to loot. I mean, is that two wrongs make a right? No. You have to fight with the light. You know what I mean? If you're hungry, okay. But what I'm trying to say is it's all part of his system of us growing and exposing the light. Because the deep darkness has to come now to show what true light is and why the Hebrew people will have light when others don't. It's because they'll have him inside. And they'll be able to see even in the darkness too. Because this deep darkness that is coming after you. And if you don't have this light in you, you don't have the candles lit, then you'll go down like Korah too. So it's very important right now that you all accept and repent for the things that you've done and that we've done. You've had plenty of time in your houses to clean out your closets too. You should seek deep down inside and find out what's in there and what kind of things are growing back there. And find out what you need to cleanse in your house too. Because I'm sure there's leaven back there somewhere that you forgot about. Right? So right now, as Obama and Buddy Gates, and how come Soros isn't in there? Or is he just financing it? Oh no, you said Chase was financing it. Another one, huh? Father, thank you for bringing judgment even on Chase Bank. And all the banks, thank you for bringing judgments upon them. For creating their own world to put themselves on top. May your people rise up now. And may those few go to the bottom too. And may they see who you truly love today and that you really will do something. Not just stand back and say, okay, because the Father is with us. And he fights for us too. He doesn't sit back and he's looking for the true Jew to shine the light on us. I hope whatever that was made sense, because it didn't make sense to me. But all I know is I just have to let it flow. And it means something to thee. And what it is usually just little locks and keys inside your membrane. Or your matrix, let's say. And what I'm doing is giving you those keys and locks to open them up so you can hear them and see them too. It's about, what are they called? Time capsules. My sister Angel taught me about. But that's what it is. It's all of us waking up to who we are. It's already written in our DNA. We just have to receive the light to wake us up. Because everybody's in a sleep, in a slumber. They all believe in their boxes. This is the one I sit under. You know what I mean? They're all comfortable in their boxes too. They have no idea what covers you. Honey, you might think you're covered by your box. But unless you're covered by the fire too, it will burn you. Right? It will burn you. Because his covering is of light. And if you don't have that, then you'll be found naked. Especially if you're judging judges. See, right now he's waking up his true Levites throughout the whole world to get up and turn on the light. Say, hey, wake up everybody, we've been all asleep. Light the menorahs, get the temples going, get the incense running. We got a God to serve. We've been asleep too long. Time for the bride to wake up. Right? The bride is waking up. And she's following the king's laws. And she's coming home. And the brother's getting jealous. And you got to realize that the brother is actually the groom. And that's your bride. Tend to the code of a Jew. It's the lost tribes and the bride too. Anyway. I guess Abba likes to tell stories this way. I just like to let him flow. I never know what he's going to say. But I know right now is that this is it. Do what he tells you to do, even if you look cray-cray. Really. It's okay. It's flattering to me now. It really does. I'm like, I'm no better than my master. Why should I be? Right? What gives me the right? Actually, my master from the lamb has become a lion now, and a fire. And he's not just going to keep going up on the paths like we think he is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's angry now. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to prove his laws to be valid. That's one of the things he had me put on my vision board. Prove his laws to be valid. How would I do that? But by blessing and cursing. Right? And how do I do that? I have no idea. No idea. I just let him flow through and watch what he does. That's it. That's what I do. I let him flow. I let him inside my house. I try to be the best host possible. I try to feed him right and give him a voice. Let him be heard too. You know what I mean? And I let him have his joys too. Certain things sometimes he likes. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's doing it, whatever's with him and in his light and in front of him, it's okay. But I ask him, can I have cheesecake today? And all the time he asks me, what do you want? And he provides what I need and want. Everything. You've been witnessing it now, haven't you? Mm-hmm. He just brings exactly what we need, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. You witnessed it all along. Whatever's needed, he brings. We don't have to stress. This is the light. This is fire. So I thank you, brother, for sharing your gift. For it just confirmed so much of what I felt inside. What if Nibiru came out of that black hole? I mean, what if they plan on doing something with CERN? Look up CERN. See if they're doing something. Because they've got to be planning something because they're realizing these portals. They know them. And so this is witchcraft. This is a fight for who's going to take control of the world. And they think they're going to take it by might. Mm-hmm. They don't know how it's coming. It's coming by the disabled, the sick, the weak, the meek. They are who the earth belongs to, not the ones that gain through sorceries and power, selling even human flesh for gain. You could pause that for a minute and see. So that this thing that they're doing tomorrow, right, at noon? Saturday at noon. Where at?
Zoom.
On Zoom?
Yeah.
Look at that. And that's what that was created too. Okay. So they're going to be with Gates and several of them, right? Mm-hmm. And Beyonce too. So they're going to go into this whole ceremony is what it's going to be. And, well, they do call it a ceremony too, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They graduate under the Babylonian brick schools. Oh, cursed be they. They've been in control of all the schools all along. May they be judged today. May the judges go down like the birds too, and become like serpents on the ground. And may they worship under our feet. That's what I say. What do you say? Amen. Hallelujah. So what he told me, 2016, was now going to manifest even more so, because now they're going to get their power at the same time too. So at the same time they're getting their power and the Antichrist enters Obama, we will be getting more fire in him and be able to do, well, what's within, to do his will on this earth. Wow. So yeah, he keeps showing me, because I saw the first ceremony was 30 something years ago. I saw him in the ceremony with the Pope. So it's here now. It's tomorrow. What perfect segue than race riots, huh? Somehow that is okay. They're blocking people to go to church and all this kind of stuff, but now this riots are okay. I mean, peaceful protesting is one thing. It's all good. It tests everybody's heart, doesn't it? Everybody gets to test their heart. But they've all been waiting for this free-for-all. And guess what I've been asking for? Didn't I ask for this? I did, didn't I? I asked for all the wealth for them to even eat their flesh. For all the wealth of the bankers and all these people, that it all goes to the poor and those that they've harmed. Mm-hmm. You know, Bill Gates, what he was doing? There's what do you call it, in the vaccinations. And he flat out tells us what he's doing. But there's making the women barren. Is that Abba's will? Well, ultimately, all of it, isn't it? But what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So let what comes come. This is the chaos we've been knowing was coming. This is what they've been waiting for. This is what brings the Mahdi in. That's what brings Obama in, isn't it? So let's wait and see. A person, I believe, he's about to be indwelt by the devil himself. And then we are going to have the power to fight him too. It comes from the two witnesses, from me and you. We have to fight him. So, may it be. The confusing thing is I already wore my sackcloth and ashes. Let's see what he does with that. He told me I was done with it. Maybe it's just that garment. I don't know. Whatever it is, I will do what he says. The praise Yah right now is about the heavenly portals being opened for even what they call rapture stuff. We get to be, what does it say? The gods come down into their bodies? Yeah. Well, there you go. This is what they would fall. Wouldn't that be the, I believe this has to do with asteroids. Can you find out what's going on with the meteors and
there's a giant asteroid to go by the Earth on Saturday.
Well, there you go. All those are, you know what those things are. They're all basically spaceships for entities. You know what I mean? One comes into the land, and literally something falls into here. That's what he said. That's what he's telling me. So all this is consciousness and things about the heavens. But all this time he was telling me about these things fighting. Now the North and South Pole are fighting too. And now that's what's going to really come through. We're about to flip and everything is about to change. We're about to go into another dimension. Add a dimension or two. Wow. Anyway, I just can't wait for it to happen. But look and listen. Repent, and try to go back to the Father. And then listen and do. Because that's the only way out and up is in and through. So bless you all as you get to know the Abba, creator of all. Shalom.